Alright, YouTube, what's going on out there? What the heck am I doing here? Let me tell you. So, I was watching McQ Bushcraft, and he was showing how he modified his LK35. So, just taking his idea, I went and found a aluminum magnesium composite, or no, what is that called? Anyway, amalgam, I don't know, whatever. When you get two metals put together, what's that called? See, now I'm having problems. Anyway, you can see there, I've got the original LK35 steel frame right there. On the bottom, you can see that aluminum magnesium frame. Now here's the original backpack. So this is Red Feather Outdoor Sports by Jana International, from Denver. Now I don't know exactly how old this is. My guess is from the mid 60s to mid 70s, but it's very difficult to gauge that. I mean, when I tried to Google it, I can't find anything talking about Jana International or Red Feather. Anyway, doesn't matter that much. You can take a look at this. It's just a nylon bag. It's not in terrible condition, but I don't really want to use that. I mean, I might try it as a retro look or something like that, but that's about, when I measured it, it's about 40 liters for the main compartments. It's got a top and a bottom, and then you've got the 4 pockets, so I'm guessing it's around 44 liters. This is similar to, you know, a lot of these frame packs that you've seen in the past. So let's take a look. Ooh, it's kind of heavy. Anyway, so with the original frame, let's put it against the aluminum magnesium one. So this is like 12 and a half inches wide. So you can see this thing is measuring at 14 inches, you know, from left to right. So what I use is that extra emergency strap, which is longer than the original, so that I could fit this thing on here. Honestly, the short straps wouldn't really fit on there. If you take a look, I added the original straps onto this. Now if you look at McQ Bushcraft's video, he's got some kind of clip or something that goes onto these aluminum rivets here, but I don't have that. But this is fine though. Once I put this on, this stops it from sliding outside. I'm big enough that when I put this on, they don't move inside. And of course I lash it on to the original thing there. The bottom straps, I kind of stretched them all over to here and there. So the LK35 doesn't come with a waist belt, but what I've got here is a Black Hawk. It's like an improved Alice belt. I don't remember the exact name, but anyway, it was just made for the Alice pack, and I don't know, you can't find this anywhere. I bought this 7-8 years ago, and it was even difficult to find at that time because all the Alice stuff was just going out of stock and clearance type of things like that. I got it on clearance, I think probably for like $30 or so. So that's not too bad. It is definitely improved from the original LC one kidney pad. So you got a little more cushion around here, going around to your hips. Other than that, you know, I don't know, you can't find these things, but this is versatile because it'll work with Swedish packs, obviously the Alice packs, and other variations of the Alice pack. You say like Mystery Ranch and Kifaru, however you want to pronounce that one. Anyway, so take a look here. So this probably is not the axe that I'll take with this, but I sold my shorter, my 21-inch, 22-inch Swedish Army axe, and I've got another one coming in, but this is a 27-inch Swedish Army axe, which I've put on other of my videos. Anyway, once I get that other one in, it's going to be a little bit lighter, and it's also, most importantly, it's going to be about 6 inches shorter. So when I put this thing on here, what I'm doing is I'm just using this M59 strap to hold this onto the frame, and it's resting on top of this, I don't know, crossbar, and in between this little, I don't know, support rods or whatever they are. Anyway, so I like it putting it there instead of on the front of the pack where they do have a loop for that. There's a couple reasons for that. If I'm trying to modify this, if you notice here, what I put on here is it's a Swiss Breadbag, and this is the vinyl one. They also make it in the you know, salt and pepper. I like this, you know, vinyl one because it's, you know, water's not gonna, you know, rain's not gonna get through this. You know, obviously on the back it's not protected that way. I could also get a Swedish Breadbag. You could look at my my videos for that. But I don't have any. And what I like about this Swiss one is you've got this fastener on the bottom so it doesn't flop around. If I use the Swedish one, I can still attach it up there, but it's gonna wanna like move around and things like that. What's cool about this is, you know, once I take this off, you've got the shoulder strap, and I can use that, you know, if I don't want to take my entire backpack with me. There is still room if I want to put my shovel or entrenching tool in there, or if I want to put my axe in there, you can still do it underneath there. Let's take a look. So I also have my video for my Wynnchester bedroll, canvas bedroll. That's it right there. It's pretty heavy. I mean, this thing is 10 pounds. You know, it's 9.5 minimum to 10 pounds on that bad boy. So that's why I put it up at the top. So what's kind of cool is, you know, with this frame, I've got this frame actually extends much further than the original one. On the bottom, I've got a sleeping pad. Inside of there, I have my sleeping bag is rolled in with that. Honestly, I'll probably take my one of my sleeping pads and roll it in there with the bedroll, so that you know, I can just undo it and I'm done pretty much. Watch the video on that if you want. There's other ways that you can modify this thing. Now I'm only saving one pound using this frame versus the original. So with the straps and the frame, this thing weighs in at 2 pounds. This with the straps weighs in at 3 pounds. Yeah, 16 ounces of savings. I'm not really a lightweight hiker. I mean, I'm not doing through hikes and stuff, anything that's really over 15 miles, usually not even over 5 miles that often. So I don't need to be ultra light, and then plus I'm big enough and fit enough that I don't need to go super duper light, things like that. But what you can do with the original frame, or even this frame, is this is a Swedish, it's a 1.5 meter strap, and I believe it was made for this frame, because you can see on here you've got these two little welded on loops, and then this thing is only 3/4, maybe 1 inch. That's a 1 inch. It's a 1 inch belt. Anyway, you can run this around the entire pack and this, and you can add pouches like this Swedish ammo pouch. So you can do that on the sides. You can add stuff, in the middle, on the front of there, if you're running it through there, things like that. I don't always like to mix different countries with stuff, but this Swiss Breadbag works pretty well with this Swedish rucksack. I'm not really sure if I need this frame. I saw that on YouTube, and I just wanted to try it. I mean, it cost me $10 for this freaking pack and frame. You can probably find these things. I mean, I've seen them sporadically at Goodwill and places like that, where they're just going to sell them pretty cheap. I tried to find one with a green frame to try to, blend in, but it's a lot different green. So, maybe I would have been better if I just found one that had the just mill aluminum kind of silvery color. So also, with that strap that I was talking about, I mean, if you have this web gear, you could run a belt around there, and then put this pouch. So this is going to be about 11 or 12 liters. This right here is about 9 liters for the Swiss one. For this one's slightly bigger, and so you're going to get about 10 or 11 liters if you put this on. Also, you could sew this on to the sides if you wanted to. I don't like to alter my stuff enough to where I'm actually going into things and things like that, so I would never do that. But I could find a way to make this work if I wanted to add it around one of these belts or something like that. Anyway, just wanted to show you the stuff that I've got here. If you have any questions, post them on there. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.